The power property of exponents says if I take a number and raise it to a power, and then raise the whole thing to another power, well, there's a shortcut for that as well. But let's see why the shortcut works first. What does this mean? This to the second power, or squared, means take the thing it's stuck to, which is all of this, and multiply it by itself 2 times. So this becomes 5 to the third times itself 2 times. Now we can either go back to first principles and recognize that 5 to the third means multiply 5 by itself 3 times. This times can come down here, and then 5 to the third again means multiply 5 by itself 3 times. The shorthand for this is 5 to the 6th. Or we can use the result from the previous part, the product property of exponents. This says that as long as the base is the same, when I multiply two expressions that have the same base and different exponents, I add the exponents. Using that property here gives me 5 to the 3 plus 3, which is 5 to the 6th. That's the same thing as we got when we did it the other way. If you have a number raised to a power, and that whole thing is raised to another power, you can multiply those powers. Recognize here that 3 times 2 is 6. This is our power property of exponents. Let's do an example. 4 to the 5th power raised to the 6th power is 4 to the 5 times 6, or 4 to the 30th. 4 to the 5th raised to the 6th power means 4 to the 5th times itself 6 times. This is tedious work, but what we end up with is 4 times itself 5 times 4 times itself 5 times, a total of 6 times. I kind of ran out of room. How many copies do I have here? Well, I've got 5 here, and 5 more here, and 5 more. 5 copies 6 times. A total of 30 copies. Looking back here, I could also have said 4 to the power of 5 plus 5 plus 5, because I'm multiplying like bases to powers. So I'm using this property this time, but I end up with the same thing, because this is the same as 4 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of 5, 6 times 5. So 4 to the 6 times 5, or 4 to the 30th.